What ruined the Nigerian economy to today is the decision by Tinubu to remove fuel subsidy. Sowore. According to a report by Symphony TV from 2:48 on Thursday, January 22nd, 2026, the prominent activist and former presidential contender Omoyele Sowore attributed the nation's ongoing financial struggles to the fuel subsidy removal initiated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Well, I actually think so too. That was the beginning of our problems. We've always had issues in the country, but it compounded it. Addressing members of the press following illegal proceedings, Sowore highlighted a range of pressing issues, including widespread insecurity, the soaring cost of living, and the conduct of national security forces. Sowore contended that a vast number of citizens are currently battling for survival, contradicting the positive economic narratives pushed by government representatives to their advocates. He maintained that true economic health should be judged by tangible capacity of the people to pay for sustenance, commuting, and fundamental requirements rather than by digital data or social media posts. He further clarified that even if the prices of certain commodities seems to dip, the combination of stagnant earnings and high daily overhead ensures that households remain in a state of distress. In his analysis of the current financial climate, Sowore identified the disparity between the national minimum wage and transportation expenses as the primary hurdle. He noted that when remuneration remains minimal while fuel costs spike, the average person is left with zero disposable income after accounting for nourishment, travel, and various levies. Sometimes you don't even get to do nourishment. You don't even get to do nourishment. Everything goes for transportation. Everything goes for basic things, not even food this time around. I'm telling you, in his words, what ruined the Nigerian economy today is the decision by Tinubu to remove the subsidy. This specific policy, he argued, has triggered a domino effect on the pricing of food, logistics, and vital services nationwide. The activists also touched upon the complexities of taxation, suggesting that many citizens do not fully grasp its impact on their daily routines. He noted that levies imposed on products and services are frequently shifted onto the end user, which drives up the cost of basic items such as rice, potable water, and healthcare products. This cycle, he suggested, has placed an unsustainable weight on the shoulders of the working class. Regarding the nation's security challenges, Sowore voiced strong disapproval of the official handling of abductions, particularly within Kaduna State. He lamented that many individuals are still held by captors, while security apparatuses appear more preoccupied with monitoring dissidents than conducting rescue missions. Reflecting on the past kidnapping crisis, he mentioned that the protest he spearheaded resulted in the swift release of those held captive shortly thereafter. He additionally alleged that the authorities occasionally ignore or deny reports of kidnapping in their initial phases, a delay that he believes grants criminals the opportunity to relocate their victims to more remote areas. Sowore characterized this lack of urgency as a significant threat to the safety of impacted regions. Sowore observed that the persistent public outcry is a direct result of the deepening dissatisfaction with the current administration. He encouraged the populace to remain steadfast in their pursuit of transparency and more effective policies that aims to genuinely uplift living standards of all Nigerians. Okay. Samuel says, Sowore, ṣé owó rẹ̀ ni Nigerians fi ra oúnjẹ tó pọ̀? Translating to, is this Sowore's money Nigerians are spending to buy very cheap food from the market? What's this one? Did you say Nigerians are buying cheap food from the market? Odifuriya says Sowore is a specialized illiterate. Kílódé? Now get bad mouth. Isa Ayodele says, yes, now APC and Tinubu scatter and backward Nigeria economy. Adekunle says, when you become president, return it back. As simple as that. Can you imagine what you are saying? Like as if you are not affected. Sowore, you are a boy who still needs a thorough training concerning economy analysis. If you do econometrics application, you understand that your knowledge is upside down. Ask a question: what led to the subsidy removal? When some idiots were comfortable making Nigeria financial pause without considering the consequences, someone now took a bold step to stop those lists. You now carry drum of envy to counter it. If you were there as the president, nothing you would do at all. Okay. Kumot Yete says subsidy removal triggered inflation and suffering, right? Tell us what would have happened if subsidy from petrol was still allowed to stay and the government is using perhaps its earning just to pay for the subsidy, and there is not enough money for both the state and federal government to pay salaries and workers are owed. Abeg, after they remove the subsidy, how many workers have they paid salary? Are things better? Ikumosi, abeg. Guest 3377 says, why Nigerians don't embrace truth when we see or hear it? Father, Nigerians are always criticizing the truth. Don't mind, they're very bad. It's leading the country Nigeria in a bad shape. Christianuko says, Mr. Sowore is right. After removal of subsidy, price of commodities skyrocketed, yes, and it has not come down since then. Even as things are getting a bit better, fuel prices reduced, the things are still expensive. It is well. Obaro Yerinde says, this man is living in a fool's paradise. We are running a capitalist economy. Payback has restored reasonable sanity to our economy. Which sanity? And social political environment, but there is still room for improvement. I beg you. I will advise you to come and contest first as a member of House of Representatives in your constituency, so that the political terrain will not be too abstract to you. Uche says not just that he removed subsidy, but he equally added an outrageous 381 naira on every litre of fuel. According to Dangote, without which fuel should be sold for about 400 or less today. Can imagine. Frederick says the fool at 50 is a fool forever. Who is 50? Who is 50? Haberman says nonsense and rubbish. Sowore is on wheat when he wrote these words. Okay. Anyway, says God bless you. They says it's true. I hate him for that decision. That first subsidy really did a thing on us. And it's not as if the money that they are making from the first subsidy now that they removed, we are seeing it. What are they doing with the money? Nothing. Everybody just they suffer, they go. It is well. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.